Good morning, friends. Welcome to your Saturday yoga practice. My name is Olena, and I am very excited that you are joining me today on my channel, Fit Journey Life. And this continuation of our weekly practices throughout the year. We have been exploring a greater theme of root to rise and how can it be interpreted in different domains of human well-being. I keep it very natural when it comes to exploration rather than too structured. And so every theme is just something that I ponder on throughout the week and then decide to explore perhaps further or have questions about as I explore. And so today's kind of a sub-theme of Root to Rise is rooting into a self-discovery, rooting into discovering yourself. And so give it a thought. What does it mean to you to know you? And how can yoga practice support this process for you? When we are learning to discover ourselves, we are working with internal material that we have perhaps soaked up throughout our lives to help us understand what drives our habits, what drives our passions and curiosity, and understanding our triggers. When we allow a space for exploring and understanding what is within our internal landscape, we can make the changes if they need to be made, if we need to heal and perhaps change patterns that need to be changed. Our habits, right? And so as we do this, yoga invites us to explore our thoughts and that may come up during the practice, but we are also learning to be an observer of those thoughts. I'm curious, how do you personally interpret the affirmations that, in a way, we're working with our thoughts by reframing them, right? And creating a different belief about ourselves while also helping us gain understanding, right? Like understanding of that inner landscape in a different way, perhaps. Understanding or almost like uncovering that inner landscape to recognize that we are not broken, that there is a wholeness within us. So it may be a little a layered question, what I'm trying to ask here. But if we do not identify with our thoughts, how do affirmations, how can they guide us in discovering our wholeness, yet not to identify with our ego and not to identify, so we do not adopt that identification, right, with something that perhaps may not guide us or may not be effective for us when we come to realizing our wholeness. All right. Yoga is a practice and a journey. And that's what's beautiful, that when we practice yoga, we do not have to attain certain level in order to practice yoga. Yoga is truly for everybody, and I think it can be humbling to know that it does not matter if we are seasoned practitioners or if we are just starting out. It is our journey, and everybody belongs in this journey. All right, so let's get into comfortable clothing. Let's get our props and let's get ready to start our morning practice. As we are practicing this morning with a sub-theme of self-discovery, rooting into self-discovery, we are going to, our practice will concentrate on strengthening our back. And as we are exploring our internal landscape and perhaps the dialogue that we hold with ourselves, dialogue that arises from those thoughts, I invite you today to practice self-compassion. If you notice a thought that doesn't suit you come to you, explore it, notice it, observe it, do not identify with it. However, maybe it would be helpful for you to reframe that thought, to send compassion to yourself, that you are enough, that you are in this process discovering yourself and sending love to yourself. So as we strengthen our back today in this explorative practice, I invite you to come up to a tabletop. You can grab a blanket, place blanket under your knees if you'd like. It's my favorite thing to have as an exercise. And begin by bringing your arms and placing your palms shoulder width apart. Knees are under the hips, toes point to the back. And as you slide forward, and keep your fingers spread out here, sliding forward, begin to curl your toes under, and then dropping hips towards the heels. Find the length in your arms, maybe just a little length here. Inhale, slide forward, point toes to the back. Exhale, curl your toes under and send your hips to the heels. Letting your body find the release. Inhale, sliding forward again. Exhale, curl the toes under, find your seat. Inviting, creating invitation for the body to start gently moving today. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale, curl the toes under, send your hips to the back. And take this moment here to settle. Maybe the forehead wants to release further down on the mat or on the blanket. And rolling your forehead side to side gently. Observe the sensations in your back. And observe the thoughts that are arising when you're trying to interpret those sensations. On the inhale, spring back up into your tabletop. And from here, we're going to step our left foot to the center, just in front of us, just perhaps under our chin. And spreading your fingers, press into the ridges of your palm on this nice, inviting inhale, taking your right arm up. Exhale, come back to the starting position. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, begin to bend your left elbow a little as needed, sliding the right arm under the left shoulder. Your right shoulder can be resting softly on the mat, on the blanket, or it can be hovering over it. Inhale, come back to center. Switching your sides as the right palm slides to the center. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Think about those perpendicular arms here to the floor. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach upward again. Exhale, thread the needle, letting your left shoulder either hover or softly rest on the mat. On the inhale, come back to center. And slide your palms forward, coming into supported plank here just for a moment, engaging your core as you press into the tops of your feet firmly. And exhale, slide your hips to the heels, lengthening through the arms. Just a little bit more. You can curl your toes here, or you can keep your toes pointed to the back. Inhale, coming up to a tabletop. Extend your right leg long to the back. flexing your foot as we draw the toes down to the mat, towards the mat. Reach your left arm long in the front. And think about that line from the heel to the fingertips. Keep your fingers spread out. Find the strength in your body. Exhale, come back to center. Switching the sides. Left leg reaches to the back with the heel pressing out, right arm to the front. Stay connected through the top of your right foot, the top of the foot and then the right shin. Feel the strength and energy flowing in your body, strengthening our core here. Exhale, come back to center. We're going to lay down on our mat next. Just like that. And bring our palms slightly away from the shoulders. Finding the support of the floor under the palms. As you inhale, really press the tops of the feet again into the mat. Inhaling, reach your right arm overhead, keeping it hovering above the floor, keeping your gaze down on the mat. Exhale, the top of the right hand rests on the lower back, taking your right cheek and letting it rest on the mat. Press into your left palm. Inhale, come back to position by lifting your head and keeping the gaze on the mat. Reach your left arm overhead. You may notice how this requires a little bit more balance. And then exhale, take the top of the left hand to your lower back, resting your left cheek on the floor. Lifting your head up, gaze down on the mat. Inhale, right arm above your head. Exhale, placing the top of the hand to the lower back, right cheek. Just notices, reaches that cozy connection with the mat. Inhale, left arm overhead. Exhale, left cheek rests on the mat. Let's do this 2 more times, just like that, staying fully connected through the tops of the feet. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rest on your right cheek. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rest on your left cheek. Exploring more connection with the body as you inhale and press into the tops of your feet, lifting your head and taking the gaze down on the mat. Can you also press with your pubic bone into the mat too, giving yourself a little bit higher rise here. Inhale, exhale, resting right cheek on the floor. Inhale, switch. Exhale, resting your left cheek on the floor. Letting your shoulders fall down, letting your elbows be out, and also rest down on the mat it is in your practice today. And just take a moment here to recover in this constructive rest pose. And you may notice that your breath is a little bit heavier because the body is working hard. When we take these controlled movements. So take a few more breaths here. And then slide your palms to your shoulders and just slightly out again. And as you inhale, come up onto your fingertips, lifting your heart up. Exhale, take your right shoulder to the center. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips. You can stay on your fingertips here. Exhale, left shoulder to the center. Inhale, lift. Find a length in your spine. Enjoy if it feels good. Exhale, right shoulder to the center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left shoulder to the center. Bringing your palms, setting them under the shoulders. Tuck your toes under and lift up. Feeling, as we do this, we want to really feel that strength in our core. And the way we do that is we really connect or press into the backs of our toes, press into the palms or the ridges of the palms, and lift the hips with strength here. A core work and back strengthening movement. We are going to come to a kneeling position here. And if it is aggravating your knees, you're welcome to sit in a chair and simply follow the hand movement and then fold over the chair as we practice. That way your knees would be at 90 degrees as you sit in a chair. All right, so coming to a kneeling position or to your chair seat. All right, so coming to a seated position in your chair or sitting with your knees over the blanket. Curl your toes and then press into the backs of your toes and lift up here. On the next inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, sending your hips to the back. Folding over, finding the hinge in the hips, taking the top of the right hand to your lower back, and extending your left arm long, resting the palm on the mat as we come to a complete forward fold. Seated forward fold. Inhale, press into the tops of your feet. It will give you strength in your legs here. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, find with the top of your left hand your lower back. Extend your right arm long and softly fold over. Take a moment of pause. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Switch the sides here and fold over. Kind of cartwheel, side cartwheel. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over. And one more time. Inhale, reach. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, fold over. And just take a time here to ask yourself, how are you feeling inside? Ask yourself if you notice any thoughts that perhaps prevent you from trying this exercise or telling you that you're not enough. And can you reframe them by sending love to yourself and just reminding yourself that you are more than enough. You're perfect just as you are. There is this deep recognition within you that you are already whole and complete, and you know exactly what your body needs and what your mind needs, what your spirit needs. As you inhale, come back to center, to a kneeling position here. Keeping the tops of your hands to your lower back, open your shoulders wide. And letting them lower, letting them broaden as you inhale. And when we notice how we kind of may shift forward and lose our balance here, or kind of find that center of our balance by shifting forward in a way to still feeling that support, but can we still that shift it a little bit into connecting into the tops of the feet and staying fully connected there. Also, draw the shins down towards the earth so we can feel strength there, so we can protect our knees. Inhale, press into the lower back for more support, and then exhale, fold. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, come up to a full kneeling position. Exhale, fold. How does it feel to rest your forehead on the mat? Releasing the muscles in your neck. On the inhale, come up to a kneeling position. And we'll do it one more time. Exhale, fold. And as the forehead rests on the mat again, or you can slide the block under your forehead, gently pressing into the surface of the block or the mat or the blanket, rolling forehead side to side. observe what is coming up to you or for you. Bring the palms to the sides of your knees, pressing into your palms. Inhale, come up to a seated position. And we'll do a 5-finger breathing to complete our practice today. We'll do it on both hands. So extend, just slightly extend your left arm. You can keep it bent, just bring it in front of you. Flipping your palm towards you, take the right pointer finger and place it to the outside of your thumb. And as you inhale, slide your pointer finger up to the tip of the left thumb. Exhale, begin to slide it down. Inhale, slide it to the tip of the left pointer finger. Exhale, slide it back down. Inhale, exhale, tracing the outline of your left palm and left hand, your fingers. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now making your way back, starting from the outside of your pinky, the side of your pinky, and making your way back towards your thumb, to the outside of the thumb. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathing in and out of the nose and breathing in deeply into your belly. Inhale. Letting your belly expand. Exhale. Letting your belly contract. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now try it on the other side. Simply, silently breathe with me. Bringing your palm together to your heart, bowing your head. Find your breath. Coming back to your natural breath. Sending gratitude into your heart for practicing this Saturday morning with me. And if you're practicing any other day this week, just sending the gratitude for practicing. May rooting into a self-discovery will let the understanding rise of who you truly are. With understanding your wholeness, that you are complete and there's no or nothing else that you need to attain. It's already here within you. And keep this gratitude in your heart, reminding yourself daily of your beautiful landscape that makes you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for the new likes on the video and the new followers. Please subscribe. Please comment. You can suggest the sessions that you'd like to see. I'd be happy to plan them specifically. And in peace and in love, Namaste.